unless you understand what I'm about to teach you, you will never get what you want. It's not a course, it is just what it is, unless if you learn it from somewhere else. So the first thing I must tell you is the biggest thing stopping you from getting all the things you want is the fact that you always need a physical evidence to show up in your life first, or because of you just want to get a mere feeling that comes and go. That's what you want, and it's so true. You realize that every single thing you want, I don't care what it is right now, think of what you want right now in your freaking head. It's not that thing you want, it's the feeling. The car is not the car you want, it's the feeling that will come from, oh, I entered inside the Range Rover, I came out, I'm driving a Benz, a baby. It is just the feeling. Last. The reason I want a camera, the camera I want to get for the year end, Sony ZV-10. The reason I want that camera is not because I want to eat the camera. It is because of I want to be able to not use my phone. So I want my phone to be here. I want that camera to be here. I want that camera to record, and I post it. And then when you see me using my phone, does this boy have two phones? Oh, he has one camera. Oh, he's a bad boy. Oh, the feeling of me thinking that you think I'm a bad guy, I'm a rich boy. That's what I want. The feeling of when I post that camera and it's so freaking clear, and people watch it and like, oh God, I love this boy. His camera is clear. The words he's saying are making so much sense. That feeling is what I want. It's not the camera. The 1 million naira, the $1 million that you want, the babe that you want, is the feeling. So that now me pull this babe. Is that feeling you want? The funniest thing is, why does the physical thing have to come in your life first before you feel that feeling, when you can automatically feel that feeling right now? But don't worry, I'm sure you don't understand most of the things I'm saying right now. So I'm going to explain to you not even why you're not getting things that you want. Let us first of all talk about how we get anything that we want in this world at all. So I read a lot of books, but this year I decided to laser focus on books about metaphysics, about manifestation. And it's not a lot. I think I've read Psycho-Cybernetics, I've read You Were Born Rich, I've read Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life, right? I paid for a course, Art of Manifesting by Regan Ilya on Mind Valley, $99. And all these things I'm telling you about, I've read Psycho-Cybernetics when I was or twice, just because I want to understand this thing. You Were Born Rich, I've read it twice, just because I want to understand this thing. But Proctor, there are some videos that I will make so much sense, and I go back and watch it. There's this boy I stumbled on YouTube recently. It's even that made me go get it, but never knowledge. That boy has so much sense, but then it's not like he has so much sense. It's not like his sense is bigger. It's not like my sense is bigger. It's just, if you really want things to work out in this life, you have to understand yourself. It is what you do that will come out in your life. But most of us, we don't study. Aisha, I'm not ready, so don't worry. When I'm ready, I'll let you know. Most of us, we don't study ourselves. We're studying math, we're studying money, we're studying so many things. But if you just truly understand yourself and how you work, then every other thing will work in your life. So, the book, You Were Born Rich, I think this is probably the biggest thing I learned this year from all the books I've read. And it is so important to me that normally I write some smart quotes on my journal that I want to remind myself every day. But then it is so important to me that it is on my journal. Everything you want physically, you must first have mentally. That is it. It is on this journal, it is on my last journal, it is on, because I journal every day and I always want to remind. Now, different quotes enter my journal and go away. Some go, some come, depending on what I need at that time. But that quote has consistently been there because it's so important. So I'm going to write it again. I read it from You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. The quote is, everything you want physically, you must first have mentally. Everything you want physically, you must first have mentally. Based on that, what does that mean? Everything you have physically, automatically you first add it where? Mentally. So if you have negative results in your life right now, guess where you add it first? You add it in your mind. If you have positive results in your life right now, guess where you add it first? You add it in your mind. But now, I need you to understand that quote first. There are three things I want you to understand. If you truly understand those things, it makes so much sense. So the first thing is the quote. Everything you want physically, you must first have mentally. It starts in the mind first. The second thing, if it starts in the mind first, That means everything that is in our reality right now that we call real is not real. It's only a reflection. It's like a mirror, right? And that's exactly what my mentor calls it, the mirror world. This is the mirror. This is the mirror. This is me. It is only what is here that will show in the mirror. If I go and wear cap, then cap will show in the mirror. If I tie belt, then belt will show in the mirror. If I wear one leg of shoe, then one leg of shoe will show in the mirror. The mirror cannot wear second leg of shoe and now wear second leg of shoe. No, it must happen here first. Then to now show up what in the mirror. So what this means is that every single thing in our life right now was once in the Creator's head before it became created. This is only, okay, so my mentor calls it, this is first picture, this is second picture. This is what is actually what is real. This is a reflection. This is imagination. This is physical realm. Right? So this thing, the people that created this stuff in China, they first thought about, oh, I want to create a board cleaner, and then they designed it and drew it and whatever, and it went through so many processes before it came out physical. But it was first of all, in the mind. In the mind. Even me, my mom and I thought about having sex. I want to give birth to this boy, this, that. Before I came, this book, same thing. Even the world, God, the way God created in the Quran, they call it kun fayakun. Kun fayakun means be and it is. But God summoned us to have an idea of what He wanted the world to be as a picture, and did boom, and it happened, right? But God is the fastest at creating, right? But then one thing the Creator God gave us humans that other beings and species and creations don't have is we can also create too. That's what makes us so beautiful. That's what makes us so perfect. That's what makes our mind and our brain so amazing and different from animals and trees. We can create too. But then, if you don't create, you're acting like a freaking animal, and that's what most of you do. But then it's a lie. You can't do like that, because whether you like it or not, God did not give you a choice regards that. God made it automatic that we must create. Now, where your choice comes in is, do you decide to create something positive or negative? Do you decide to create something that you want or what you don't want? Because whether you need it or not, you're creating. So, just before I go to the next point, the first thing I said I wanted you to know is the quote. Everything you have physically, you first start mentally. Second thing I want you to realize is, everything that we call real is only a reflection. The real thing is everything that happened in the mind. Right? Everything that happened in the imagination. So, before something moves into physical form, this board, this chair, me, the book, the camera, before anything moves into physical form, guess what? It was once in a spiritual form, in thought. In thought. Do you understand? So, in vibration, they call it that. The reason we can see it physically right now, because they say they put a microscope on anything, there are vibrations, right? So it is vibrating very, very fast. That's why you can see it physically. But the slowest vibrations are thought. So you don't need to know vibrations. Please, you don't need to know that shit. The point is just that before it will show up in the mirror, before it will show up in the world, before the second picture will show, before it show up in physical, first it has showed up in the mind. First, you must create a picture in the Creator's mind. This is the realest thing, and imagination is the most important thing. So imagination is what is real. Reality is a reflection. That's a punchline right there. So that's the second thing I wanted you to know. Now, the third thing I want you to know is, from that same You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, he explained how we get everything we want. There are three planes. There's the spiritual, there's the intellectual, and there's the physical. Right? So that you guys can see. So the spiritual is where thoughts, the intellectual is where ideas, and physical is where there's results. Aisha, please can you come and check something? I need to know if I'm showing in this frame. Just let me, don't check the phone, just let me look at the phone. Am I in the frame of the video? So like I said, the first one is spiritual, and this is showing everything I'm writing. First one is spiritual. Eba me click close. Ocean record by she. She show. First is spiritual, second is intellectual, third is physical. Everything will show. So by me power bank, my cord could buy me plug so that I'm charge. This is how everything comes into this world, just by the things I explained to you. So let's go back to our board first. The creator of this board creator of this cleaner had to first of all think of a cleaner. God, I want to create something that can. No, the power bank is here. I want to create something that can clean board. Automatically, once you think of something you want to create, based on law, based on nature, based on design, your brain, this is the mind, then your brain, intellect, will automatically start giving you ideas. Oh, the marker can be like this. Other people don't mark. Other people don't clean that before. Do you want it to be able to clean permanent marker? Will you clean whiteboard? Ideas will come. And then, before ideas can become physical, you by yourself, you will now put in action, grind, hard work, effort on these ideas, then start becoming a result. But guess what? It was first of all a thought. So that's the thing you need to understand. So now that you understand that this is the natural way, like I said, the natural way is, I'm sorry, all these things, guys, are just things so that I will not forget my thought of process, right? So the first thing is you will think about it. Remember, spiritual. Remember, SIP, S-I-P. I'm sorry, I use my hand. S-I-P, spiritual, intellectual, and physical. So you first of all think about, when you think about it, automatically your brain, God, in the shower, when you are sleeping, ideas will come, life. You think about the yellow car, you will start to see yellow car everywhere. Do you understand? And then result. So automatically, but the problem most people now do is they don't follow this. They start from here. Others. They start from here, and everybody does it. They start from here. So let's say the result is okay, let's say you want to have 1 million views on your next video. But then instead of you to start from here and think of, oh, I want 1 million views. How have other people gotten 1 million views? I guess you start coming. See, automatically, you just say I want 1 million views. I just came to my head, right? But then, instead of people to do like that, they'll be like, I want 1 million views. But they'll not start on spiritual, they'll start at physical. Oh, currently, I have just 20 views on my TikTok. So if I have just 20 views on my TikTok, they're like, results, I have 20 views. Automatically, because of they have 20 views, you'll be like, the ideas are just come to my head. Oh, let me not push too much. Let me just see if I can get 50 views. And then they think of 50 views, automatically ideas will come, and before you know it, they get 50 views. And once they get 50 views, it sinks back into their spiritual that, oh, these are the thoughts, and like that, and it becomes their result, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So that is why they always say, if you just look at your society or your environment to determine how you move in this life, you go just end up a waste man. That's why most rich people, their kids automatically turn rich. You don't even have to do too much. Of course, their parents' money help and things of that sort, but then they grew up in a family where money just dey. Automatically, them they will make money. It's just like the story of how a mother, what do you call it? Yeah, a mother eagle forgot her baby eagle in the summer sun, and she went. Then a mother chicken saw it and took in the baby eagle, and the eagle was living a chicken, ate like a chicken, slept like a chicken for all its life, and then it could not fly as an eagle, it could only fly as a chicken. Of course, when him and the other chickens are flying, they shall know that, okay, this eagle can fly more, it can fly higher, it can fly, but then it could not fly high. And then it will always see other eagles in the sky, like, why are those guys flying so high and I cannot fly? Because it has lived all its life as a chicken. I don't need to talk which I'm not supposed to talk yet, but your environment will always automatically influence you, whether you like it or not, because of we think in pictures. Remember, thought is the first thing. That's why you must intercept the cycle. Spiritual, intellectual, physical, right? Thought is the first thing, but then the thing that influences your thought in the first place is your environment. You can't just wake up and think. You go see some things first and make, let me think, right? So And there are so many egos that are living around chickens and acting like chickens when if they just pay attention to all the other egos in the sky and realize that they are not different than me. And you push, hang around them, learn from them, before you start flying like them. But that's far away from what we're talking about. Let's get back to what we're saying. You say you want a positive result, but you're getting negative results. That formula is not making any sense because, like we said, by their fruits you shall know them. If you get a negative result physically, that means first off you had a negative result mentally. Now you might say I want $1 million. Now you might say I want 1 million followers. Now you might say I want that car. You can say, but then if you think about your positive desire negatively, automatically you get a negative result. If you think about your negative desire positively, automatically you get a positive result. It is the frequency that accompanies desire that matter, not the desire itself. So, really, and as humans, whether we like it or not, I said God has given it to us. You are a manifestor, you are the most powerful manifestor you know in this world. Because of, look at it, oh, God, I'm so scared. I don't think I get all A's. And your results come out. Guess what? You don't get all A's. God, I'm so scared. I think that baby will shank me. And guess what? She shank you. God, I'm so scared. I will write on this board and it will show what I wrote. And guess what? I wrote on the board and it shows. We are the most powerful manifestors because of God has granted us the power, my G, to think of something and slowly comes into reality. So if your reality is shit, whether you like it or not, you are the one doing it. Automatically we manifest. But now, we want to learn how to manifest properly to get what we want. Because you are saying you want something, but you are not getting it, then that's not it. My mentor will say, whether you like it or not, you always get what you want. So you might say you want something, you might wish for something else, but what you get is actually what you wanted. And I'm going to explain it. Negative thinking is the biggest thing. Negative thinking is the biggest thing because that is what impedes the SIP model the most. You say, I want a millionaire, but as you're saying it automatically, because you know that nobody in your family has ever got a millionaire, automatically you start negative thinking about it. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that. Or there. It is not you to think. You could just have to say what you want and work towards it. But then you start judging your desire before even getting it, and because you're judging your desire before you even get it, it will not come. So the question then asks is, why do we think negatively? And I asked my mentor this, right? Because I read books and I understand so much about it, but I wanted somebody to tell me. And my mentor gave me 3 reasons why we think negatively. The first one is Satan. The second one let me show you. First one is Satan. The second one it is cheaper, and the third one is there's a choice. Right? First one is Satan. According to the Quran and the Bible and theology and religion, apparently God ordered Satan to bow down to Adam, and he said he's not going to bow down. God banished him from his kingdom, but then Satan came back and asked God for permission that God, since you banished me to hellfire, please can you give me permission? I want to show you that all these your creation, all these Adam people, they are not going to be loyal to you. Give me permission, I'm going to destroy them and drag them to hellfire with me. And God said, don't worry, my main people that believe in me, you will never be able to drag them, so I give you the permission. So Satan is working like a bastard, he's working like an honey freak to distract us, to implant negative thinking in our head. So anytime you think of something you want in your life, remember, God has given you the capacity to bring it to what? To reality. But then, the same God that gave you the capacity to give it to reality, God also gave Satan permission. And Satan automatically is going to be implanting things in your head, distractions, things that will make you feel like it's not negative, all the people in your family, and automatically you will not get what you want. So the question is, really Satan? Yeah, Satan is working hard, but then how smart will you work? That's why, if you can, it's not a prerequisite, it's not by force, but if you can be steadfast to God and build your faith, automatically Satan don't got shit on you. He can disturb you small, he can bother you small, but you see him for what he is, and once you see him for what he is, he does not have the power. So what I'm saying is, Satan is working like a bastard. That's what my mentor said. Satan is working like a bastard to make sure that you don't achieve what you want. However, Satan's biggest instrument is doubt. Oh, I want a millionaire. You never even think too far. Satan will say, "Does daddy have a millionaire?" Satan will say, "You that even 10K to eat, you never chop." Satan will say, "Where do you want to see 1 millionaire from?" And if you listen to him, it's up to you. But then doubt is what he uses the most. So that is why you automatically think negative. There are forces beyond your information and beyond your reasoning. It's called Satan. It's called Iblis in Arabic. It's just fucking up your life. But the second thing is cheaper. The reason it is easier to think negatively than think positively is it's cheaper. Based on the evolution of nature. Let me go away from there. The camera is going to pick you. Based on the evolution of nature, nature is wired for us just to survive, right? After you eat, and as long as you don't die, nature doesn't care about every other thing. So positive energy is too expensive for nature, while negative energy is cheaper. If I say I want to jump over this chair right now, positively, I just get down here and I try. I jump 1, jump 2, jump 3. I realize, okay, it's possible. I go and watch YouTube videos of other people that have done it. I try it. I jump. This process is too long. Nature is like, are you mad? What's your business? Shorty gel. Are you okay? Nobody's killing you. Why are you jumping? Do you get? So negative energy is cheaper. That's why automatically it is just easier for you to say, oh, it will not work out because of. You do okay, it's like, why am I jumping? Am I not alright like this? Why do you want 1 million naira? Are you not eating with your thinking? Do you understand? Why do you want 1 million followers? Yeah, the 20 views going, are you not alright? Do you understand? Nature will always suggest reasons and give you more than enough. Like, logically, it does not even make sense to go for any of your goals. Because why? Why are you stressing yourself that much when you are not dead the way you are? Do you understand? So Satan is the first thing. Second thing is it just makes more sense not to go. But third thing is choice. You will always have a choice. You can decide to cultivate your mind. Since our mind is the spiritual plane of thought, you can decide to cultivate your mind to either naturally fall towards positive or negative. Which one are you doing? Because if you don't do it for positive, Satan will do it for you for negative. Nature will do it for you for negative. All your family members that Satan and nature have done it for, they will do it for you for negative. Since when they give birth to you, everything is negative. And naturally, you'll be getting what? Negative results. Like I said, you will always have a choice. Should it be negative or should it be positive? How did they say it in the Bible? Guard your heart from it all things shall flow. Guard your heart from all these negative things. For it all things shall flow. So in your brain, if it's negative that enter, automatically you get negative results. In your brain, if positive enter, automatically you get positive results. Right? Now the question is, I've already told you why it is easier for negative results to enter, right? The question is, how do you start to make sure that it's positive results? I'm going to get there, but let's understand the biggest thing. The biggest reason why what comes in your life as a result are things you don't want is because of the things you actually do want, your desire. They are lacking 2 things. Napoleon Hill in his book Think and Grow Rich, he says 1, your desires must be strong, and 2, they must be definite. And that is our biggest problem. That is even my biggest problem. Let's forget about strong first. Let us start with definite. The problem with definite is there are many things you want at this time in your life right now. And it's a problem, right? Because there's something called focused energy. If I'm trying to run to the finish line, right? And have you guys watched that any video where they were running, right? And this is Enioluwa, I don't know who he was running with. And we're trying to run to the finish line. If me, this is Mo, the only thing in my mind is I shall want to run to finish line. While for any, On the way, he see yam because he likes food. On the way again, he sees books because he likes Ennis book club. On the way again, he see ambassador because he's EU ambassador, right? And then Ennis also says he wants to what? Finish line. He also says he wants to be youth president. Me, I will run straight. The only thing that is on my freaking head is what? I want to get to finish line. But when as he's going, he'll come back. No, I like him. You go again, oh no, he'll come back. Oh, I don't want book. You go again, you know. And it's not like people cannot do this. It's just that is not wired for what you want. What you actually want, which is get to the finish line, is vibrating at a certain frequency. But then you as a human being, you are vibrating on so many frequencies. You are jumping on food frequency, on yam frequency, on book frequency, and it's not wired for you to achieve this. So basically, and that's calm. Honestly, it's possible to like jump from different frequencies, just that you will not achieve your results fastest, and that's okay. Like fast is not the goal. Achieving results is the goal. But it's just like a ship going on a sea. And do you know why I have so many analogies for all these things? Because this is what I struggle with the most in my life. I'm trying to get my TikTok game up. I'm trying to get my YouTube game up. I'm trying to get my book game up. I'm trying to make a lot of money. But last, what is helping me is under all of my umbrellas, everything is sharp. I want to inspire. I want to get to the ultra arena. So last, everything still helps each other. But then, like I said, just like a ship going on sea. If the ship knows his destination is here, he just knows that this is where he's going. So the first thing is know where you are going, right? The moment you know where you are going, you will then guide the captain on the crew. They will guide everything to get here. But then, if you don't know where you are going, my G, the sea is so freaking big. You can be going here, you can go here, you can go here, you can go here, and you're not going anywhere. And sometimes you have even gotten to your goal, but you don't know you've gotten to your goal because of you don't have a goal. Do you understand? That's the first thing, definitely. Like, what you want, you must know it crystal clear, so that every other 1 million possibilities and distractions in society, you know that this is not what I want, so you will not go there. That's it though. That's it. I think yesterday somebody was asking me that how do I not get distracted with the fact that in our society some people are making money from forex, some people are making money from Yahoo, some people are making money from hookup, and me is book as I do, because this is what I want. Make money, inspiring people with my P. I don't want to be a music rap star. I don't mind forex, yeah. Let me shut up the money. I don't want to learn it yet, right? I don't want to do Yahoo and fun. This is what I want. But you know the problem that I realize is me even doing my inspirational thing, and when it makes sense and I make some level of money and the video blows up, the same forex person will come to my DM. More alpha, how you dey inspire? The same Yahoo person will come to my DM. More alpha, how you dey inspire? The same music person will come to my DM. More alpha, how you dey inspire? People just they jump. When sometimes they might have even reached where they are going finish. But because somebody else has reached where he's going, they will now leave and start going to that person's body. It don't have sense. So that's the first thing. If you can get very, very clear on what you want, it makes it so much easier. But the second one, the most important one, is the strength of your desire. You don't want it bad enough. And that's the thing, and that's the true thing. And if I remember, I said it in the reason why negative energy is so easy. Like, I can be alright with that 1 million as far as I do it. Do you understand? I can be alright with that 1 million followers. My 98k is okay with me. That's it. We don't really want it enough because of our current life is actually okay. We never die. It's like, what's the point, right? So until you want that desire so much more than where you are currently, it will be so freaking hard for you to go get it, because it does not make any sense to stress yourself too much. Most importantly, because of on your way of you trying to go and get it, automatically obstacles have to be there. It's the obstacles that will prepare you to get that thing. Do you understand? And you will meet one obstacle, maybe you try and pass. You need to say, you've done too much, you all are too much. So unless you truly want it, you will not do what is necessary to get it. So my mentor was like, he gave me one thing. He says, if there is a wall here and I tell you to jump over it, and the wall has like stones and everything, will you jump? He says no. You would try, you cannot get it. Like, why should you even jump? But then there's $10 million at the back of the wall. Will you jump? Nobody will tell you before you jump like an idiot. But the $10 is so much more worth it than where you are. Do you understand? He gave me another example. He says if there is a lion chasing you and there's a wall, how long will it take you to jump? You jump like a fool. You don't know where the adrenaline and the energy will come. You fly like a Superman and jump. After you shall jump, fly, hold yourself. You shall jump because you want to survive, right? The lion own is powered by what? Nature's instinct for survival. But then, the one we can create by ourselves artificially is desire. That's the $10 million. So, Mr. Hakim says, please, don't stress yourself going for what you don't want and be deceiving yourself. Calm down, ask yourself, what do you really want that is massive enough, that is disturbing your head enough, that it will make you jump over the wall? Because we are living in a very, very safe society right now, that no lion is going to chase you. So right now, you have to come up with a desire that you really want. So if you don't really want it, you will give up. Because obstacles will be along the way. So those are the two things that will make you evade negative thinking fast. Because once you think of $10 million, what is negative thinking? No, you just all just think, if that 10 million enter my account, the car where I will buy, the baby I will chop, the kind of life I will give my family. If you think about all these things so much, automatically based on our model of spiritual, intellectual, and physical, automatically you think about the car where I will buy, the baby I will do, how I will soft my family. Automatically I just start coming to you, don't want, let me do forex, or let me do investing class, or let me read a book. Now, of course, you do that forex, you do the investing class, you read a book, there will be obstacles. The obstacles will want you to give up again, but automatically you go back, the car where I want buy, the baby I want chop, the family I want do, to make you go back and I must try. The $10 million is so worth it, more than the freaking thing. And eventually you try. You might not get $10 million eventually at first. You get $1 million. When you get $1 million, like, wow, so this is why I can do $1 million, and you push before you know it shows up in your physical results. And whether you like this or not, whether you agree to me or not, every single thing in your life right now that you have, this was the process you followed for it. Just think about it. I've written a book right now. This was exactly the same process. I thought about it, why it would be nice for me to sign books, to be nice for me to pay, for people to pay me money. I thought about it first, and then I went to start writing something. I'm like, is that do? How do I have to outline? What do I have to structure? When will I get the deadline? And I said, let me rest small. And I remember, it would be nice to sign books. I saw Gary signing book. I want to do it at 22 too. It made me go back. I did. But guess what? It started first off in my spiritual thoughts plane. Then automatically, anytime you think about anything, intellectually, ideas will flow to you. If you act on those ideas, then the physical results must show up. It's a law. It's not a thing of choice. Now, this thing is gone. Wow. Mom, this thing is gone. Am I learning? I've been in all these things normally. Now, the next thing now is, if based on design, the way God created us, everything we have, we brought it by ourselves, by thinking, then acting on the ideas and the results. If all our results that we have physically, it's one started in the mental plane. The question is, why then don't we get everything that we say we want? Why? So, there are two things. The first thing is exposure. The second thing is, what's the second thing? Mohammed, remember that thing? I think I jotted it down on my picture, because I wanted to not be scattered. First thing is exposure, the second thing is detachment. Right? Exposure will make it automatic. Detachment will make it fast. Exposure is, my bro, if you never enter anywhere in your life with $10 million, they've not born you to think you can achieve $10 million. You will just not think it's possible. Right now, if I want to eat Indomie, I can buy Indomie right now and I'll eat it. When I was 5 years old, I cannot do that. I have to wait for my mom and daddy to come because I don't have the money. But of course, I shall knew that Indomie was in my house. But when I was that same 5 or 6 years old, I had kids, I had neighbors that they cannot even think of Indomie because their parents don't give them Indomie at all. It is rice and a bar. Do you understand? But then my parents gave me Indomie, right? So, because I saw Indomie in the house, automatically like, I feel try Indomie. Do you understand? Now, when I was 5, I could not pull up Indomie by myself. But right now, of course, with things and time and growth and making some level of money and just being an adult, now I can pull up Indomie. Now it's no more a big deal. But then Indomie was never a big deal. It was just the level of exposure. Now I'm more exposed to certain opportunities and certain things that makes it easy for Indomie to be within reach. Now the thing you want, whether it's 1 million naira, how do you start exposing yourself in rooms, spaces, conversations with people that have times 10 of what you have, so that automatically you start to see 1 million naira the same way you see Indomie? That's it though. When I put out my book, the pre-order was for 2.5. The physical copy was for, I think I started selling the physical copy at first for like, was it 6.5? I guess. And I remember even asking people to pay for 6. So I was so scared. Is it too much? I remember like first 3 or 4 days when my physical book came out, I was just looking for 6.5. I was just looking for 5.5 because I was scared. But right now I'm selling it for 9K. And I'm not scared at all, it's happening. And the shift that just happened was, God, I needed more money. I was not enjoying collecting 6.5 for that book because I was printing it for so much. I was not making profit. And I spoke to Mr. Akim. That's my mentor. And Mr. Akim was like, my guy, price this shit at whatever I want to price. People that will buy will buy. People that cannot buy, then they should not buy. Just focus on getting people that can buy. And it doesn't matter what he said. What matters most was the feeling I got from having a conversation with Mr. Akim that day. Because Mr. Akim looked at it from a level of 9K. What's 9K? Mr. Akim has proper houses, has proper cars, he's rich. He probably is doing businesses of 19 million, I don't know. But I'm just saying, so 9K did not make any sense to him. It was too small, it was too tiny. Especially he has read my book and he told me that from what he saw from my book is almost as good as almost any other self-help book, especially for teenagers. So why won't I price it at exactly the price I want to price it? And it transferred that feeling to me, and from there, it wasn't automatic, but from there I had the mind. I tried the 9K. For the first 2 or 3 years, I sold it for somebody for 8K, 7K, 9K, 10K, jumping. Eventually, I sold it to one boy in the US, and he bought it and was like, Mo, and that boy intense at Meta, wherever he has the money. He bought it and was like, Mo, this book is so much more than that, right? And just him saying that automatically flipped the switch in my head, and right now, anytime someone wants to buy it, I'm like, this Nike is too cheap. That's how I see it. So I'm not begging them to buy. I'm like, I'm helping you for buying that Nike. But then the book is still the same book. The content did not change. It's just because of I hanged out with Mr. Akin and I spoke to somebody that interns at Meta that is probably making $900 in a month. Exposure. And the fastest way to get exposure for anything, my guys, is very simple. Books, courses, what's the name? Books, courses, videos, people. Study people that have times 10 of what you want to achieve. You say it's 1 million you want to achieve. Say some people have times 10 of that. Go and study them. You will start to imbibe some of their beliefs, and automatically you start to look at your goal as small. Do you realize? So like for me now, although I've not made my first 1 million, I've made it, but I've not made it once at a go. Have I made that? I've made equivalent of that, like maybe from spelling competitions or winning, but like from my sale, I have not. I've not made it once at a go. Like maybe just did my account like that. But then, right now, I don't even see 1 million as something big. Do you understand? And don't worry, we'll see if we make it before the years, and I have plans for that. But let's finish that. So the first thing is exposure. Once you can expose yourself into places and spaces where your desired reality is the smallest reality, you start to see your desired reality as a small reality, and before you need to achieve it fast. But the second thing is, what's the second thing? Yeah, so this makes it automatic. You won't even dip it too much. It becomes automatic. Do you understand? So now Nike is no more a big deal to me for selling my book. And guess what now even happens? for buying things right now, anything that is 9k, I went to Curtis Dreamland this year. I bought the tickets easily. I even bought two because I gave my friend one before he paid me back. But now 10k is not hard for me because of I've shifted from the reality of 2.5 and 10k is now easy and beans for me. But guys, 10k was always easy and beans. But there's only from between 10k and 1 million. It's just that I've not shifted into 1 million reality and I'll soon do that. Do you understand? But then the second, this is for automatic. The second thing for making it happen fast is detachment. The problem is you are waiting for physical evidence to show up in your life. Like I said from the beginning, you're waiting for physical evidence to show up in your life for you to get a feeling. This is where we're going to end it. I promise you, the car, the money, the followers, the reason you want all of all these things is not because of you want followers, gongo. It's not because of you want to eat the money. It's not because of you want the car. It's genuinely because of the feeling you have from, oh, people saw you in a Range Rover. Oh, I can drive anywhere, any day. Oh, I can pay for our school fees. Oh, I can post a video. It is the feeling. The problem is you can have that feeling right now. It is a feeling. You can have it right now. Why do you have to wait for the thing to come before you have the feeling? That's it though. So, detachment is the fastest way to make it happen because of the problem is the thing you want, you are considering it as big. Oh, 1 million is so hard. I want it, I want it, I want it. The meaning of that is I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. And when you think I don't have it, then the thing does not want to have you too. Do you understand? So basically, genuinely, the fastest way for you to start showing up in your life is when you realize that it's just like babes. When you want that girl, you want that girl, you want that girl, as far as the girl does not want you. But when you just talk to her, you don't really care. Then the girl wants you. You get so all the things you want, they want you to, but you need to stop looking at them as so big. You need to look at them as small. Exposure will help you do that, but the second thing is detachment will also help you do that. And the way to detach is just get to the feeling immediately, the feeling of having it. Automatically, you can have like all these things I have now, like the 98k followers I have right now. When I had 100 followers, I thought about the feeling of having it, and now it has come into my life, and like the feeling is not even that nice because now you want 1 million. Do you understand? So if you can quickly start to feel what will happen if you have that thing already, small, you start to realize that okay, you don't even need the camera to show up, you don't need the car to show up, you don't need the money follow, you don't need followers to show up for you to get that feeling. And if you can get that feeling, the thing will want to show up faster because you don't go deep on too much and you start acting and start doing the things and to show up. That's why it has even happened to you before. There are many things you've achieved that, oh, I want it to happen, I want it to happen. And when it even happened, you never realize it has happened because you're already thinking of something else. It is because of you don't really care about it again. You don't pass that line. That's why it comes very fast. So that's what we need to do. We need to get so fast that realizing that what we want, we have it already and start thinking of the bigger thing. So what I always do is, let's say I have a goal of 1 million naira that I want to happen this year. I forget about 1 million naira, I start thinking of 10 million naira and I start working towards it. Before I know 12 million naira will come in. So I think I've explained everything already. So yeah, it's very simple. Why you not get what you want is not even the thing. The thing is you will always get what you want. The question is if what you want, if what you are getting is not what you want, then switch it to what you want. And what you want, you start from first of all spiritually thinking about it. Once you think about it, automatically, intellectually, ideas will come. Act on the ideas without not caring what is happening around your world, and before you know it, results will pull up and then you have it. That's the same way you've achieved everything you've achieved in your life right now. So pick a goal and try to use this model and see if it works for you. Whether I like it or not, work, always manifesting. Even me saying all these things, this is something I'm trying to really work on. So everything I have, I manifested. Everything you have, manifested it. And of course, you can't forget God in all of all these equations. But that is it. So if you want to get what you want, follow the procedures, run it up, eventually to show up. Love you, bye-bye.